I'm not able to be with you in person, but I'm really pleased for the chance to acknowledge Dr. Siemasmer's achievements. It is really wonderful that so many members of so many Australian communities and community leaders have come together here in the National Parliament to honour the life and achievements of this incredible woman. Dr. Siemas, who has worked tirelessly and in so many ways to improve the lives of Afghans and the Hazara people in particular, and perhaps most especially of women and girls, working and speaking up for human rights. What an inspiring tribute from the Hazara community to Dr. Siemas's work towards protecting the human rights of so many, paying homage through art and word, action and connection. Perhaps I can best invoke the spirit of Dr. Siemas's work by using her own words. I quote, "It's hard for me to keep my mouth shut in the face of injustice. Dr. Siemas, I commend you for your strong advocacy, particularly in highlighting the persecution of the Hazara people. The Hazara story is characterised by resilience over generations in the face of recurrent discrimination. While the reasons that so many have had to leave Afghanistan may sadden us, we are fortunate that so many people from Afghanistan, including tens of thousands of Hazaras, now call Australia home. The Australian government is deeply concerned with the ongoing and worsening situation in Afghanistan and are determined to hold the Taliban to account. Since their takeover in September 2021, this medieval regime has embarked on a deepening campaign of sustained oppression, particularly, although not only, against women and girls. No group of people in Afghanistan is fully free from persecution, while the Hazaras in many parts of the country continue to be discriminated against due to ethnicity or religious beliefs. This ongoing trauma in Afghanistan and the surrounding countries continues to have a major impact on the community here in Australia. The Australian government continues to actively support the people of Afghanistan, including the Hazara community. Since 2021, we have provided over $260 million in humanitarian assistance, worked with established partners, particularly UN agencies, to ensure our aid supports those most in need, including minorities such as the Hazara, and not supporting the Taliban. Consistently raised the situation of Afghanistan in national statements at the Human Rights Council and United Nations General Assembly. We've allocated 26,500 dedicated visa places for Afghans to resettle in Australia under the Offshore Humanitarian Program, a number which has actually now been exceeded. In fact, around half of the visas granted under the humanitarian program over the last 4 years under that stream of the program have been to Afghan nationals. Furthermore, Australia, together with Canada, Germany and the Netherlands, is holding Afghanistan to account under international law for violations of the human rights of women and girls, as enshrined in the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination against Women. The government has consulted on an autonomous sanctions regime for Afghanistan to increase our pressure on the Taliban. We will continue to support those who arrived in Australia via the humanitarian program through targeted settlement services and to meet directly with Australian Hazara communities via dedicated staff of Home Affairs. And let me assure you that this Labor government values you. We thank you. And today we honour the outstanding work of Dr. Siemas in support of the Hazara community globally and as a powerful voice for all people facing persecution regardless of their gender, ethnicity, faith or identity. Dr. Siemas, your vision for justice and equality is one which we here in Australia share and share for everyone. Indeed, friends, the promise of Australian multiculturalism is that great Australian promise of a fair go, that everyone here gets a fair crack at life, regardless of where they were born, how long they've been here, their faith, age, ethnicity, gender, identity or beliefs. Thank you for spreading this message, Dr. Siemas. Australia can be proud to be home to one of the largest number of Hazara communities outside of Afghanistan, an integral part of our nation's multicultural society now, contributing strongly and taking your place across economic, social and cultural life, including in my part of southeast Melbourne. When I go to visit the shops, I visit local schools and see young Hazaras taking their place as future leaders in our country. But if we truly hope to honour Dr. Samar's work in advocating for those in need, we must continue in her spirit of advocacy beyond this event. We will continue to challenge injustice and ensure that modern multicultural Australia, indeed, multicultural Australia is modern Australia, they're the same thing, but continue to ensure that in honouring the woman today, we hold her up as a shining example to all, particularly to young Australian women and girls. Dr. Samar, Australia thanks you.